It's a guy like men cannot cry, bro. Like
Chop bust.
Men or women? Who has a harder life?
Woman.
Women have a harder life?
Yeah.
Woman. Yep.
Woman.
Why?
Because we have to deal with inequality for a long time and currently do so as well.
What do men have that women don't?
Basic human rights.
Which right do?
For instance,
Payments.
and you guys have free, I'm not gonna say what it is, but we don't have like the same access, for instance, to birth control. Like our
Men have access to birth control?
no, Viagra.
so that's why women have it harder than men because of Viagra. Oh wow, women do have it. Jesus Christ, Viagra. Okay. Let me hear where she's going.
For instance, your medical plan covers that, and my medical plan doesn't cover birth control.
So, your medical does not cover birth control, and that's why women have it other than men. I don't know, bro. Like, that's Jesus Christ.
A woman who disguised herself as a man to find out how it is to live as a man committed due to the psychological scars of how difficult life was as a man. Nora Vincent, the author of Self-Made Man, has died by assisted.
Yeah, I actually saw this documentary a while back where this lady disguised as a man for 2 years just to prove that men have it easier, right? Yeah.
She was a radical feminist who believed men lived on easy mode and tried to prove it by disguising herself as a man for 2 years. Instead, what she found out is that men actually have it very hard and wrote a book about her experience. In fact, the experience was so bad that she had to stop after 18 months because she was starting to hate women due to how bad the women treated her when she believed she was a man.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better. They need our sympathy, they need our love, and they need each other.
That is the key word. Both men and women have it good and bad. There are some things that are good about being a man that I would never trade it. I never trade being a man. And there are tons of things about being a woman that a lot of women will not trade to try and be a man. So I don't understand this comparison. Instead of this comparison, why are we not working together? Why don't we have compassion for each other? There's a constant rivalry. Since this whole womanist movement started and it got this bad, because I don't think the idea was to push people to where we are right now. I think it was more of, let's get everybody to have something, basic rights. And I think women already got that. Every other thing we are doing now is just BS, bro. It's fucking BS.
Other more than anything else. They need to be together.
Do you think women understand what it's like to be a man?
No.
Not at all. No clue. No idea.
Did you like being a woman before, Ned?
I did, but I like it more now because I think it's more of a privilege.
Wow, you see? She liked being a woman more now because now she's aware of the privilege that comes with being a woman. Wow, that's interesting.
Being a man is much tougher than a woman would ever expect. We face rejection, indifference, and unwarranted hostility far more than any woman could even imagine.
True that.
I can believe that the interview in her book was more impactful with men than with women. Men responded favorably to her showing cause and effect about gender beliefs and behaviors and were receptive to her conclusions on the emotional level because of a common ground of evidentiary findings and logic-based thinking. Women, being more emotion-led, were more likely to discard evidence and logic and stick to their feelings, no matter whether the feelings proved justified or unjustified based on the evidence that Nora lived through and logically presented to them. The lessons she learned broke her as both a woman and a person, and is a testament to how much of women's empowerment is actually leading to women's self-destruction.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What is it?
Oh, I love being a woman.
Nobody told me how lonely being a man is. I had closer friendships with random women I met in the bathroom before I transitioned at clubs because of how open women are than I've had in my 8 years of transitioning. And then you transition and you're just a guy walking down the street that people cross the street so that they're not near you.
Oh, wow. She transitioned to a man. And now he's getting kicked with the reality of what it is to be a man, bro. There's so much that has to change, man. they treat 90% of men as monsters. If not 100%, bro. What am I saying? 90? Basically, they just treat men as monsters. And that's what this person is experiencing right now. Wow. I don't know your situation, but giving up that privilege to come to this side and realizing it, bro, it's always interesting when I hear it. And still yet, we are still on this debate. And I don't think I've seen a dude that transition to being a woman that go online and talk about how difficult it is to be a woman. I don't think I've seen that.
And friendships are so much harder to build.
She's basically dipping a toe in the pool and crying because it's too cold, while natural-born men are either just outright drowning or just trying to keep their head above water just a little longer.
True that,
It's actually
bro.
not hard for men to make friends. It's a lot harder to get respect as men. And if you are an emotional transition man, you definitely won't make a lot of friends because our brains are wired different.
Bruh, that's a 100% fact. It's not about making friends for men. It's about getting respect. I mean, like, you don't want a friend that you cannot trust. For most men, I think, let me speak for me. I would rather have a friend that is brutally honest with me than one that fakes their friendship with me. You know, like, they tiptoe around. They can't say exactly. I don't respect you. I feel like you're cunning. I don't like cunning men, bro. That's it. And I think that's it for most guys. You just want the other person to be straight up and just say, bro, like, that's it. But for women, they cuddle each other. And we see it all over social media, bro. Like, women can't even say the honest truth. They cheer each other on, even when people are making dumb choices, and the whole world can see that this choice is dumb. Majority of women, they don't call their friends out. Women will follow their friend to go do dumb shit, but gossip about the person. Like, this is just, I mean,
friends because our brains are wired differently and the experiences that we have as men are way different. Someone transitioning didn't grow up with the same diversity and struggles as men. Also, now that you've cried publicly about your problems as a man, you are now seen as a weak man.
It's a guy, like, men cannot cry, bro. Like, men should be able to cry, but bro, like, you cry in your corner, bro. Women tell you they want a man with emotion. That's true. They want men with emotion, but they don't want emotional men. They want you to be a man that can express his emotion, but they don't want you to be an emotional wreck. Like, just crying like a baby, bro. Like, nobody wants that. Even men don't want you, not regardless of women, bro.
From other men and have successfully amplified your isolation.
Barney Mac, nice to meet you.
What is it?
I have a Comedy Central, a half-hour special, and I'm also the voice of Lenny on the Cartoon Network, Joy Cab.
All right, well, let me write all this down.
Okay. Thanks, bro. Can I get some change for that?
Do what you do. Quit picking pushy hairs out of your tongue.
So this comedian thought the only reason why people aren't laughing at her jokes is because she is a woman. So she wore a costume and pretended to be a man. Let's see how her performance went.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. So she's trying to prove that men have it easier. So she's going undercover. All right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, give me a hand.
I love animals. I would never buy any product that have been tested on animals. Never, because I like to do that myself at home.
What?
Make sure the control group is isolated. You don't know what they're doing in these labs.
What's she saying?
Very loose guidelines. This lady wants me. I can totally tell.
What?
No, I'm weird. I'm a weird dude.
This is sad. She's not even funny, bro.
Totally tell. I know I'm weird. I'm a weird dude.
Oh, bro, this guy stinks!
I used to always carry a man purse, a merce. You ever carry one of those?
What?
Bro, like, what the
Bro,
fuck?
what are you talking about, man?
What's she
A
saying?
merce. I loved it. I loved that merce. I was losing it. I'd lose it everywhere. I was always leaving my merce around. I kept losing my merce. But I just started carrying everything on my person, my pants. I only lost my pants a couple of times.
Bro, you're not funny.
So that's really working out. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Good night.
You're boring as hell, bro. I'll walk out of that show, bro. Like, bro, if I was there, bro, I'll be gone, bro. Like, I don't got no patience for this dry ass comedy, bro. Like that shit. Even just watching it and it's edited, and I'm sure that's the best part of a night. Yet still effing boring. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It was good. Didn't you see me laughing?
I know, but I felt like you were laughing at me.
I wasn't
Yeah.
laughing at you.
I was laughing at you. I wasn't laughing
At your
with you.
jokes. And how you had that was good.
The jokes
That
were
was good. No,
dumb ass
that was
boring,
good. Don't
bro.
be-
Like,
don't be upset.
people, you just,
I just didn't be a comic.
bruh, dude was laughing at you because he knows your joke was fucking boring. Oh my god, like, shit.
Be a comic.
No, listen.
Because
I'm telling
I can't
you.
do it as a man. I can't do it as a woman.
You were great. You were great. You're great as a woman. You're better as a
Like
woman.
somebody's gonna come out here and see like some dude fucking
No.
crying his eyes out.
No, I'm telling you. You were great. Listen to me. I'm serious.
Or just-
Like I was.
I don't even care about this stupid documentary.
I'm telling you.
I just like.
I think she was so deluded into thinking nobody.
And you see, this is the problem, bro. Like, this feminist or womanist or whatever you want to call it, they've created a generation of people that are so delusional, and that makes people blame every other person for their own flaws, and that's why she's crying right now. Naturally, you're just a boring comedian, bro. That's it. You're boring. Your comedy is dry. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to hear it. That's just what it is. But you know what? Like we always say, it's always other people's fault. So people are not laughing at my joke because I'm a woman, so I'm gonna do it as a man to prove a point. And now it's even worse. We all need to wake up to the reality that sometimes it's not even about the gender. Not even sometimes. For the most part, it's not about the gender, bro. It's about you as a person, your personality, the who you are. Majority of all these people that go online and talk about how men are more privileged, it's you. You as a person is the problem, not the gender, bro. Like, shit, get the fuck out of here.
Thinking nobody laughed because she's a woman. Came to find out she's just not funny after all.
Yeah.
The next step is to accept that reality and do the only thing she can do, and that is to improve her performance. One of the comments says, it's always hard when someone realizes they aren't a victim and that their failure is their own. Everyone has an excuse and someone to blame for their failure these days. The sad fact is most people live in that kind of denial. The fact that she somehow genuinely felt that her male disguise is realistic enough to convince the entire crowd is really the actual joke here. Her crying at the end just goes to show that it's not about anything to do with social justice or equality. It's for their own personal validation.
That just says it all. People have attached social justice to every goddamn thing. Oh, they didn't serve me well because I'm a woman. I go to a restaurant, they don't respect me because I'm a woman. Oh, I go on a date with a dude. Oh, they pay the guy more respect. They don't. Just shut the fuck up, people. They probably respect the guy because he presents himself more respectable for whatever. Everybody's an activist now, bro. And everything is social justice. Everything is inequality. And men and women are equal. I don't get this old men have it better, women. Bro, like, it's just you.
Did an experiment with a group of women, and they put scars on their faces, and they told these women that they're going into a job interview, and the purpose of the experiment is to find out whether people with facial disfigurements face discrimination. They showed them the scars in the mirror. The women saw themselves with these scars, and as they led them out of the room, they said, we're just going to touch it up a little bit. And as they touched it up, they removed the scarring completely. So the women went into the job interview thinking that they are scarred, but actually being their normal selves. And the result of the experiment is that those women then came back reporting massively increased level of discrimination. Indeed, many of them came back with comments that the interviewer had made that they felt were referencing their facial disfigurement. And this is why I think this ideology of victimhood is so dangerous, because if you preach to people constantly that we're all oppressed, then that primes people to look for that.
And that is what we have. This last clip just says it all, bro. Like, majority of all this shit is people are so damn brainwashed into believing this competition that is not existing. People are so brainwashed into this victim mentality, bro, and that's where the problem is. To the point that people like this video now. Just imagine they took out this car, yet these people came back with complaint about, oh, the person said this just because I have a scar. No, and that's what happens to a lot of people. You already have this preconceived notion about life. You already have this bias. So when you go everywhere, you project that bias energy into the air. So no matter what anybody say, you are judging it from that biased scope of your mind. That's the problem. It's not like men have it better. It's not like women have it better. It's not like men have it worse. It's not like it's just that both genders have problems they're dealing with. And we'll always have those problems. But the crazy thing is now women, for the most part, there are tons of men also that do this shit. Like it's always a woman's fault when you don't have a girl. It's always a woman's fault. Bruh, like it's you. Right? You just need to work on yourself. That's it. Most of all these incels, they blame women for the lack of. Bruh, like you need to work on yourself. You need to go for the kind of girl that would date you for who you are. People too caught up in watching social media and they want it's like you want this body, but you don't got what it takes to back a body. That's what a lot of dude does, and that's the problem with a lot of women too. It's always a man's fault. Everything a man's fault. The entire women existence now is a man's problem. To the point where you have women saying they don't need men, but they live in a world built on the back of men. Man, we all fucked up, bro. Like we are like just superly fucked up, bro. And all this thing is psychologically inbuilt into people every day. This brainwashing is happening every fucking day, bro. Every day. And it's sad though. It's sad that we're supposed to be a unit, the left and the right coming together to build something. But now the left and the right is constantly coming together to destroy everything. That's what we've become. Men and women constantly go after each other to destroy. So men and women to come together and build. I thought the essence of women empowerment would be to make life easier for humanity. But now getting women empowerment have made life worse for humanity. How is even that effective? How does that even help anybody now? Anyway, I enjoyed this video. Kudos to the guy that put this together. Guys, what do you think? Do you think men have it better or women have it better? Or do you think men have it worse or women have it worse? Go into the comment section. Tell me what you think. And if you are new to this channel, like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss my future update. And on that note, I say thank you once again for joining me on Short Post. Until I see you again, peace.